Hi guys! Right then, this week I'm doing a video on anger. Basically, I got a request, or about a couple of requests, from adults and let's call them young people. Don't like calling them children, they're young people. They're small people. So I needed help with this, so I'd like to thank the charity, the mental health charity Mind, Young Minds, NHS UK, and clinical psychologist Anna Nogals, who helped out with this. Very much appreciated, thank you. I think the first thing that we need to establish is, what is anger? Basically, I didn't know any of this until today. So anger is a secondary emotion. It's not a primary emotion. A primary emotion is like fear. We developed fear thousands and thousands of years ago to help us survive, help us evolve, help us progress as a species. Anger has developed later on as a secondary emotion. It is what they class as a social emotion. So it's not caused by it's not caused internally. It's caused by external things happening to us. So, what causes the triggers? What causes us to explode with rage? Okay, so you're driving down the road and someone cuts in front of you and you're like, ah! Or you're playing on a video game and you lose and you throw your video that's a fucking screen and you throw it at the TV screen. What causes that? The actual action of the rage isn't caused by someone cutting you up or losing on a video game. If you think of a volcano rumbles and rumbles and rumbles with all different things happening underneath the surface before it finally explodes. Well, that's what anger is. But all different things that will have happened to you. Now, what you need to do is you need to identify what has caused that anger in the first place. And you might have to go back years. So it could be, don't know, your parents could have separated. So what you need to do is you need to identify when you first had that rage, that first, let's say, eruption like the volcano. What was the trigger? So like I said, you might have to go back years, so maybe your parents are separated, you were bullied at school. It could be absolutely anything. Once you've identified that, then you can start working on the process. So we'll use the parents as separating as an example. Let's say you identify that your first trigger was just after your parents separated. What you need to do is, you need to speak to both parents and just sit down, just talk to them, The underlying issue may be that you are subconsciously blaming yourself for the separation. But we all know that isn't the case. Like I said, your anger is caused by outside. So it's not caused by you. So it's not you that's at fault. It's outside. Social influences that are making you explode. Anger in children is reduced by, so this is for parents who've got children who are angry. Anger in children is reduced by routine. So by going to school, they have a routine where they get up at a certain time in the morning, they have to be at school at a certain time, they eat at a certain time, they finish school at a certain time, then they get home and there's routine again. So they eat at a certain time, they do homework at a certain time, they have a bath at a certain time. By keeping that routine, if you don't keep that routine, what happens is the stress levels of the child grows because they're not sure. Say they get up and they go to school, okay, they come home, but they're not sure when they're going to eat next, or when they're going to do the homework, or whether they're going to have a bath, or what time they're going to go to bed. Okay, so their stress levels are increasing, which causes anxiety. Stress causes anxiety. The anxiety builds up, and then they get to a point where the child just explodes. Being at school also enables through physical activities like joining teams, like athletics teams, rugby teams, football teams. Gives them an outlet for the frustrations. They might have the outlet for their frustrations. I've got a piece of paper here because I had to write everything down because I didn't know any of this. Okay, so what you need to do as a parent, you need to pay attention to your child, listen to your child, talk to your child. Okay, don't just sit there on Facebook like this. Yeah. Okay, I hate that. I hate it. And as kids, children just want somebody to pay them attention, to listen to what they're saying. When they're at school, they can talk to their peers of the same age, and they all have the same frustrations. But when they're out of the school environment, they don't have the same frustrations because they have nobody to talk to. They might have a younger sibling or an older sibling, but that's not the same as talking to the friends at school. It's a bit like talking therapy, which is massive in the psychiatric and psychological industry. Talking therapy is an amazing therapy for anybody. So letting your kids talk to children of their own age. So being at school, they have the teachers who can handle them, who know how to talk to them about issues that maybe you as a parent don't understand. Like anger. I didn't know any of this, like I said. If as a parent you're going away, or both parents are going away or whatever, plan to do something when you come back from your holiday or your business trip. Plan it with your kids. So you're not just dumping up at the grandparents and bye and driving off into the sunset. And when you come back, make sure that you do what you had planned to do with the kids. Alright, don't just buy them a present at the airport on your way back and go, yeah, Johnny, here's a present. They don't want the present. It doesn't matter how much the present costs. They want you, you know? Children get frustrated because there's so many rules and regulations they have to stick by. Maybe a child wants to contact someone or do something and you'll say no. Okay, but give them a reason why not to do it. Because all that happens is as your child grows up, they'll do it anyway. I did. Okay. So control and anger. For all of us, not just children. Okay, control and anger is excuse me, to identify when you're getting angry. You can feel yourself getting angry, so you need to identify what they call precursors of anger. So you might clench your fist or clench your teeth, or you can feel your stomach tightening or your shoulders tightening. As soon as you start to feel that, that's like the volcano bubbling and getting ready to erupt. So walk away from the situation that you're in. Remember, it's external situations, social experiences that are making you angry. So you need to take yourself away from that situation. When you walk away, count to 10. Take some deep breaths. It just calms you down. As you're taking the deep breaths, just think of something that's calming. So think of the seaside, day at the beach. And I'll think back to when you was at the beach and you were having a good time. Maybe a field in the summer, or you've been camping, or whatever, something along them lines. Video games. Limit yourself. Parents, if you've got kids, limit yourself from video games. Video games are super violent, or some of them are. They're super violent. So what's happening is the kids are seeing that, and they're relating that to the real world, which then in turn causes them to act out. There's loads of studies that go against video games causing violence. Okay, video games don't cause violence. Video games are an external, an external influence. So they don't cause violence externally, but they cause stress internally. Again, like we were saying with the routine with school and homework and everything else, it raises the levels up. Okay, so keep that. Okay, if you don't control it, by the age of 8, the majority of us have a pretty good idea on how to control our anger. Yeah, okay, you might have a few outbursts after the age of 8, every now and again. If it's not controlled, by the time a child's 14 and it's still not had a level on it, there's a 70% chance of developing a mental illness later in life. So that could low self-esteem, depression, anxiety, bipolar, self-harm, and so on and so on. The list is endless. So, like I said, get it under control now. I've really enjoyed doing this video, and so if you have any questions, drop them in the comments underneath. If you want me to do a video on something else, it can be anything. Just drop it underneath, or go to the website. I'll put a link below, and you can hit me up on the contact box. So yeah, thanks. Have a great weekend, and